Temperatures hovering near record nighttime levels mean cooling systems across the desert southwest are running uninterrupted for over 36 consecutive hours. Across a massive atmospheric corridor stretching from the Las Vegas Valley down to Lake Havasu, Death Valley National Park, and the Mojave Desert, severe atmospheric conditions have locked in an oppressive excessive heat episode. Official extreme heat warnings remain actively in effect through 6 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time on Wednesday, August 5, 2026. This warning covers vast portions of southern Nevada, southeastern California, and northwestern Arizona, including Clark County, Nye County, San Bernardino County, and the Lake Mead and Lake Mojave regions. When overnight surface temperatures fail to drop below critical recovery thresholds, human health and regional energy infrastructure face relentless, compounding thermal stress. To understand why this specific meteorological event is so intense, we need to examine the broad atmospheric mechanics sitting over the Intermountain West. A massive upper-level high-pressure ridge has anchored itself firmly across the region, creating what meteorologists refer to as a classic atmospheric heat dome. Underneath this high-pressure dome, sinking air compresses rapidly as it descends toward the Earth's surface. This process, known as adiabatic compression, raises air temperatures while simultaneously suppressing cloud formation across the entire tri-state area. Without clouds to reflect incoming solar radiation, surface heating achieves maximum thermal efficiency throughout midday and afternoon hours. Additionally, hyper-arid desert soils contain virtually zero soil moisture for evaporative cooling, forcing nearly all incoming solar radiation to directly heat the desert ground and the air layer directly above it. According to forecasters at the National Weather Service, this synoptic setup allows ambient temperatures to soar far above seasonal climatological averages in low-elevation basins and river valleys. Taking a look at the geographic distribution across California and Nevada, regions like Owens Valley North and South, Esmeralda County, and central Nye County are seeing significant heat accumulation. In terrain such as the Cadiz Basin, Morongo Basin, and the San Bernardino County segment of the Upper Colorado River Valley, dark desert soil and bare rock surfaces store immense thermal energy during the day. As the sun sets, these geological surfaces continuously re-radiate heat back into the boundary layer, keeping ambient nighttime air temperatures dangerously high. Forecasters said that this failure of nighttime air to cool down prevents normal physiological heat recovery for residents and outdoor workers. In Lincoln County, northeast Clark County, and southern Clark County, the lack of wind mixing further locks this hot layer in place near the valley floors, creating stagnant thermal conditions that persist through the morning hours. In major metropolitan areas within the warning zone, particularly the Las Vegas Valley, urban development creates an additional layer of severe thermal retention. Concrete pavement, dark asphalt roads, and dense building materials store massive quantities of heat throughout the day. During nighttime hours, this built environment slowly releases trapped thermal radiation back into the surrounding air, keeping urban minimum temperatures well above rural desert surroundings. Meanwhile, across popular recreational areas, including Lake Mead, Lake Mojave, Fort Mojave, and the Northwest Plateau of Arizona, high daytime temperatures paired with intense solar exposure present severe risks for outdoor activities. National Weather Service alerts emphasize that low ambient humidity across desert regions leads to accelerated dehydration. Perspiration evaporates almost instantly, causing individuals to lose body fluids rapidly without noticing the extent of their fluid loss. In extreme environments like Death Valley National Park and the western and eastern Mojave Desert within the Mojave National Preserve, ground surface temperatures can exceed air temperatures by 20 to 30 degrees, making ground contact hazardous. Monitoring data from NOAA weather observation networks across southern Nevada and Arizona demonstrate that these strong upper-level high-pressure ridges create persistent atmospheric stability. Light surface winds inside enclosed desert valleys prevent cooler air from filtering in, effectively trapping hot surface air in places like western Clark County, southern Nye County, and the Hualapai Mountains. Regional utilities and emergency managers monitor these prolonged setups closely because consecutive days of unyielding heat-strain power distribution grids as air conditioning units run continuously at peak capacity. Transformers and transmission lines face thermal overload risk when ambient night temperatures remain above 90 degrees Fahrenheit, reducing electrical hardware efficiency during periods of maximum consumer demand. According to forecasters, strict heat safety awareness is essential during this window as prolonged exposure rapidly escalates the risk of heat-related illnesses. Extreme heat hazards are often evaluated solely by peak afternoon temperatures, but the true operational risk lies in overnight minimum persistence. When ambient temperatures remain elevated through the early morning hours, structural cooling capacity drops significantly, building energy demands spike continuously, and biological recovery cycles are interrupted. Below normal overnight cooling creates a compounding exposure risk that converts standard high temperatures into sustained regional environmental hazards. Here is your targeted two-step game plan to handle this ongoing severe heat event safely across southern Nevada, southeastern California, and northwestern Arizona. First, optimize your hydration and indoor cooling routines specifically for low-humidity desert environments. Consume water consistently throughout the day rather than waiting for thirst cues, and remain within air-conditioned buildings during peak solar intensity between 11 a.m. and 5 p.m. across all affected zones, from Las Vegas to Lake Havasu and Fort Mojave. Second, maintain strict safety protocols for vehicles and outdoor activity. Automobile interiors reach dangerous temperature levels within minutes under direct desert sunlight, so double-check the backseat for young children and pets every single time you exit your vehicle. Postpone or shift all outdoor physical labor and recreation to early morning hours before 9 a.m., wearing lightweight, light-colored clothing and utilizing shade whenever available. Stay tuned to local forecast updates from your regional National Weather Service offices as this warning period progresses through Wednesday evening. What are temperatures looking like where you are located today? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this weather analysis informative, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. I'm Ray with Red Sky Report. Stay dry, stay ready.